Welcome everybody to another live stream. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's live stream, we are going to be talking about swing trading, pretty much what it is, how to do it, and some strategies and techniques that I've done. Now, guys, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Carter. I'm a full-time swing trader in the stock market, and we have an amazing school where I teach people how to trade. And right now, you guys can use code YouTube for 20% off. We have private live streams, we have quizzes, lectures, everything. So check it out down below. It's absolutely fantastic. And guys, I hope you guys all enjoy this. If you have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask in the chat. I got the chat up on my monitor here, so we are ready to rock and roll here. So what we're going to be looking at here is a variety of different stocks and, kind of breaking down my strategies and all that stuff. So let me make sure we are good with no audio issues. If you guys want to just give me a big thumbs up. In the meantime, like and subscribe in the meantime while I'm figuring this out here. All right, so it does look like we are good to rock and roll. All right, so with swing trading, what do I look at? What do I buy? Do I just buy random companies? No, I don't. I use indicators. So indicators are pretty much just a way where you can just get a general idea of looking at previous data, like moving average lines, RSI lines, to determine if a stock's undervalued or overvalued. So we do have, somebody said, have you seen FFIE? Let's go ahead and pull it up. So what I look for my swing trades is finding stocks on some sort of support line here. So FFIE here. So the daily chart looks kind of weird. Let me go to maybe the hourly here. Are you looking at the hourly or what are you looking at? Okay, wow. So this stock is up 200% in a single day, which is a crazy move to see. So this is a Future Intelligent Electric here. What is this? Some sort of future going crazy. So it's up 100,000% in 2 days. Wow. So this stock is up 1,000% in 2 days. Should you buy it? That's everyone's question. When looking at a stock up 200%, should you buy it? The first thing I look at is this is a high risk stock. This is a high risk, high reward play all day long. We always hear that expression of buy low, sell high, but with the stock being up 200%, you're necessarily not buying at the low. So you're going to be paying a premium for this stock. Now, what you're doing is you're hopping in hopes that this stock squeezes, to $3, $4 a share. And what I always like to say is just as fast as a stock has gone up, it can easily go back down. And that is very, very normal, to see here. So I do think for me, for trading, I do think FFIE, I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines with this one. It's definitely one that would be a high risk growth play where you invest in it. Maybe you invest, 1% of your portfolio or less, 0.5% of your portfolio, and you just don't look at it for 10 years and you see where it's at. That's kind of the plan I have with something like this. But all right, let's look back at my more recent trade here and actually a position that we are in. In the meantime, like and subscribe right now because I appreciate every single one of you guys for hanging out with me today. So this is a stock that we recently traded here, was Airbnb, and we actually still have some shares of it. So one of the things that I do love about Airbnb here, and one of the reasons I bought into it, is as we go and we look at the daily chart, you guys can see we have this really nice upward trend. It has sold off down to the 200-day EMA line, also known as a moving average line. These moving average lines act as support. You guys can see where it hits it in the past. And also it acts as resistance where it hits it and we get sell off here. So support is where we get buying pressure. Resistance is just selling pressure. So recently it hit it here. You guys can see it hit it. And we did get honestly just consolidation. Today it's up a little bit, nothing crazy, 1%. But one of the reasons I do love this stock here is as we look, at like the hourly chart, you guys can see that we are starting to form, this nice upward trend, which is always good to see. So a higher chance of a possible reversal. And all that good stuff. So that was one of the reasons I really, really like this play here. But on top of that here, let's go back to the daily here. On the RSI, also known as the Relative Strength Index, this stock was trading for near and around a 24 on the RSI. It's gone up a little bit just because of the consolidation. The last time it was trading for a 24 was right in here where we had these great moves. So, where it went from 114 to 150. So even if we can get a push up back up to the 90-day moving average line, I personally would be pretty happy with that. Just because anytime you do have consolidation, what we could see is sell off. We could see, it's just kind of like the stock unsure of what to do, I guess, is the best approach to have with this. So as of right now, that's the goal, is to see if we can get a push up to the 90, and then our stop is just going to be a hair below this moving average line, at like 144. We're still up on our shares technically if I would sell it today, but I don't know. I want to see if we can get a push up. That's why we play the game here. So next one here is NXE. NXE, you guys know I made a video on this one here. Great upward trend. Sold off, very low on the RSI at a 36. Last time it was at a 36 was right in here. And before then was right in here. So understanding these RSI lines, moving average lines. And, yes, the thing about this one here and why I really liked it here, so you guys can see the earnings report where it just kind of got crushed, right? Now, any action in the market when it comes to news is often an overreaction. So just because it sold off here, I thought it was a very undervalued point for this stock here. Looking at the RSI, and then as far as supports go, you guys can see we have heavy support here where we get buying pressure, recently buying pressure. So, my plan right now is to just do a trailing stop loss, keeping my stop right now in the, 750 range. And if we get that dip below it, we'll just hop out and sit on the sidelines. Nothing wrong with that one. But absolutely good move here. So now let's talk about stocks with some opportunity here. So some of these stocks are going to be plays that could be possible shortable, meaning you could short and bet against it if there is shares available. There might not be shares available. I just want to be upfront and talk about this here. So, all right, let's talk about ticker symbol CRBG. This one here has this really nice upward trend, right? Which is always good. We always want to invest in a company with an upward trend. You guys can see it has that beautiful trend line and has the beautiful resistance line here. So you guys can see it is way above that resistance line. It's pretty overvalued on the RSI. It's trading for an 81 right now on the RSI. So really, I think this stock could be shortable from like 33 to 31. Not a huge move, but hey, if there is shares available, this could be a good play here. But you guys can see the really nice pattern right there. And this is the game here. Buying in on these dips, selling at the resistance, buying, selling. So I just wanted to show you guys this because it is really nice to see, but it could be a little overvalued here. Next one here, very similar thing. Most likely not shares available just because it's such a cheap and low float stock here. This one is going to be GDRX. It's pretty much hitting that resistance line where we could get some decent sell off here. As of right now, it's up 8%. And so most of the time with these stocks that are shortable, you pretty much hop in and you're only hopping in for, honestly, in some cases, a couple of hours to like a day or two. These types of swing trades, they're really not even like swing trades. If we go and we look at like the hourly chart, you guys can see that it's already starting that dip back down. So you're pretty much holding it to see if we can get a move back down to these moving average lines. Next play here is ticker symbol FNMAS. We were talking about this stock last week here where it has that really nice upward trend. It came down and hit that line. I said last week we were going to get some great moves on this one, but it was one of those plays where honestly there's so much opportunity in the market where I'm not a billionaire and I would rather jump in on a trade I am a lot more confident in than a trade I'm not. So you guys can see this wick right here. It does establish buying pressure, but still, I would have much rather hopped in on, Airbnb or, the other ones that I traded here. Another play is ADCT here. Man, I can't even talk. This one here is hitting that really nice 90-day moving average line. We could hop in near and around this 419 mark to see if we can push up to 5. It does have a pretty nice risk and reward ratio here. So if we hopped in there, selling or pretty much our target price is at like 512, 509, whatever. And then our stop loss, we would put it just a hair below that wick right here. You guys can see that nice wick. We would just set our stop just below that. So risking $1 to make $2.17. So not too bad of a trade here. Another play is EQX here. This one here, we are saying a nice move from the 90-day to the trend line, which did happen. So now what our plan is to see if we can get a push going higher. Kind of like AMD was doing. Honestly, I regret selling this. This was a textbook trade that we do. We hop in, we find these stocks with the downward trend. And we're looking for that breakout, which this was absolutely beautiful. I just sold too early. I pretty much got stopped out on this consolidation, which does happen. I should have re-entered at a better price. Still made money on the trade, which profit is profit, but you guys can see how nice of a move that was. Just that general downward trend. Boom, started squeezing out. In the matter of 2 days, what are we up on a play like this? 11%. Oh, that could have been like $2,000, but that's all part of the game. Anytime you look at a stock, this is what's so fun and so awesome about swing trading is going back, reviewing your trades. I'm not sure if you guys have these. This is a trading journal where I pretty much keep track of all my trades. So now for future, I understand with AMD, or at least with some of these plays, I should always leave it back up on watch and set an alert. I pretty much didn't do that, which cost me some money. What happened to your beard? You used to look cool with your beard. Yes, I did shave it. I'm doing a triathlon, so me swimming and running so much, it is super hot, and it was getting a mess. It was getting a mess, guys, but anyways, getting back on track here. Highly recommend one of these. I'm not sure if you guys have it. They're on Amazon. I'll put them in the description so you guys can check it out. But that is a trading journal, so you can keep track of these trades. But yeah, AMD, literally, I don't even want to look at it, but I do. I have to. All right, next one here. What do we got? It's ticker symbol RGLS. This one here is hitting that 90-day moving average line. It is up, it was up 2% earlier today. We do have some nice support here, nice support near and around, near and around like the $2 mark. So hopping in at $2, setting your stops at the 190 range wouldn't be too bad of a risk and reward. Let's go ahead and draw it out here. So if we hopped in at 2, setting our stop loss just a hair below it, that's a almost 5-to-1 risk and reward, which is pretty good. One of the reasons I put this in the group chat, let's go and look at like the hourly chart here. I want to show you guys one of the reasons I wasn't a huge fan of it. You guys can see that we are still on just this general downward trend. Let me go ahead. Jeez, extended. So you guys can see we're still on this general downward trend. Only until recently was the first day where we didn't get that hit. So really, today would be possibly a decent opportunity to see if we can get that trend going up. But yeah, RGLX. We'll see what happens with that one. Next one here is VTRS. VTRS, yes. So this one here, you guys can see it is tapping these moving average lines each and every day, just getting natural sell-off here. But look at this. We do have, this play on the 200-day moving average line where if we hopped in at 1114, we would probably, one of the things here, we would set our first target at probably the 90-day moving average line, and then do obviously like a trailing stop to see if we can get a push up to like 12. I know it's probably not the greatest risk and reward, but it's definitely worth throwing on watch here. So if we set our stops a hair below the 200-day moving average line, you guys can see it's risking $1 to make $1.20, which isn't super good. But if we can get that push going higher, then everything changes, because we do have, just this kind of general downward trend. So that would be the range of where we would get some sort of sell-off here. All right, now we got PayPal. PayPal has been moving and grooving right on this trend line here. You guys can see that it pretty much hits it, and each and every time we're just getting this natural buying pressure. So there could be a nice move there. PayPal is a good play with that good trend line. Unity Software, this one here squeezed up, 10%. I was hoping to get it higher, and honestly, I just wasn't a huge fan of just this huge general sell-off here that we were having. You guys can see like that. Wasn't a huge fan of that, just because instead of like normally it's like a couple of weeks, this was several months. So I thought this thing could just get absolutely annihilated. Then we got ILMN. Let's go ahead and remove. What did I just do? What is it? ILMN, I believe was the play. Okay, yeah. So this one here, I was trying to remove this so we could see it. So this one here hit that nice trend line. Good move going up. This was a play you guys wanted me to, some of these plays here too, you guys wanted me to leave in the watch list so we can see kind of how they react, throughout the week. So this one here, great move going forward here. PAA, we were talking about this stock the other day. And you guys can see that I believe when we looked at it, it was in this range of 1780. I could be wrong, but it did go up a little bit, and we did get, that sell off here just because of that resistance level. So right now, we do have, let's go ahead and see. So we got that. Honestly, I'm not even a huge fan of that trend line. I kind of would rather do a horizontal. Something like that I think is better. Like that. Support, resistance, set an alert. I'd probably set an alert with PAA at the 90. Like right in this range. So where did I set it? 70. We'll do 75. So it needs a sell off 2%. I do have another alert. we talked about this stock the other day. Then we got STXS here. This one here is just selling off below the moving average lines. And if we go to like the hourly chart, you guys can kind of see that it's just been stair-stepping its way down, right? Looking for that possible reversal. Then we got COF here, which did have this pretty good explosion going up, and then just kind of got some sell-off here. We do have this nice trend line, but there could be a nice move really from like 43 and just setting your stops below the trend and seeing how far it goes. Would be a good play. We got Coinbase as our last and final one here. This one here I know was moving and grooving right on the 90-day moving average line. You guys can see it hits it a couple times. Great trades, and yeah, that's all part of the game. Just missed out on that one here. But yeah, so these are all the plays that we're in on and stocks with opportunity. If you guys have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask down in the chat room. But overall, it was a pretty good day, guys. And if you guys are new, check out my school. It's code YouTube 20% off, and we'll see you guys in there. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed it, like, subscribe, do what you guys do. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit today, and we'll see you guys in the next one here. Let me make sure there's no other last final questions here, because there has been times where I've closed out, and then a couple of seconds later, it pops up, and I'm like, oh, man. But alrighty, guys, we'll end it here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and take care.